Hello, hello, everybody. It's Rhonda here, and we are going to be kicking off a Facebook Live with Rhonda. This is a class. This is our June card class. So I'm going to give everybody a second to kind of find their way and find this in their news feeds, and then we're going to get started. I'm also, meanwhile, pulling this up on my computer too, so I can try to follow along with your comments. I'm not always the best at that, but I'm going to try. If we don't catch them live, then we always go back through and look at them. I always do. I love to. All right, let me know when you're here. We'd love to hear from you. My card classes are, gosh, I've been doing card classes for 24 years, and we do them every month, and these are exactly the same. So you'll come, we make 4 different cards. When you come to my in-person ones here in the studio, we usually make 2 of each. Online, we don't do that. It's a lot more. And we also have to pay for that shipping. So anyway, it is, we do 4 different cards. I'm going to be using a whole bunch of different products and making some really adorable cards. So this is my June card class today. Right here, what I have out for you is a little sneak peek of another event that I just announced yesterday. And it's still open. This is only a little sneak peek. There actually are 4 more cards, but I just wanted to show you. This is with our Creating for Christ, we do a monthly class, and we share the tutorial for free. We'll share the print work. Like, if you're a part of the Creating for Christ Facebook group, we just want you guys to make cards in honor of Christ and to send them out. We also offer a project kit that you can order where we send you the supplies too. So if you want to have the supplies sent to you, then we can send the supplies to you. This month we are focusing on You Are God's Masterpiece. So created with a purpose. So that's our focus, is Ephesians 2:10. So I created a home decor piece. It's a 5x7 piece. You could use any frame that you want to. You could get a frame that was going to match your decor, any you want to. So this is a 5x7, and we'll do the print work for you. I did mine in colors of gray and black, and then just some pops of pink. But you could obviously do yours with different color flowers if you want to pull out all the different colors. So I kept mine a little bit more simple. But so anyway, this is one of the things that you'll make in that class. And then, so what, with the print work, some of it I create myself on my computer, and some of it I buy the rights to. So I pay for them. I don't just get them off online. I actually pay for the rights to be able to mass produce them. So this is one of them, You Are God's Masterpiece. So these are just great reminders to send for everybody and anybody all the time. And then we also did this one, Let Your Faith Be Bigger than your fears. But when I thought of the word masterpiece, it made me think again of our beautiful gallery paper and the stamp set. The bundle is actually unavailable. Like literally 2 days ago when I announced it, it wasn't even on low inventory. And then all of a sudden yesterday it's gone. So we will do the die cutting work for you. We don't typically do that when it comes to the bundle, but because the bundle sold out, we will. It's just going to take a lot of time because some of the pieces are a little tedious, but we want you to have all of it. So yes, this is a 5x7. This is a little sneak peek. So I emailed it out yesterday, so you can check your email. I'll also post about it today when this is over with as well. So a link for you to be able to order it, and also a link for you to join our Creating for Christ Facebook group. We have over 9,000 people on there all across the world. We do prayer requests. We do card showers. We have a weekly Bible study. We do devotions every week, live devotions. We do scripture writing every month. It is a very active, incredible group. So we hope that you join us in there. But this is a little sneak peek to this month's class. All right, so I think I just wanted to give you something to look at while I chatted with you as we got started. So let's jump into this month's card class. So this is a June card class. How it works is obviously everyone gets to watch along, but if you place an order, so my card classes are usually always $25 or free with a minimum of a $30 order when you come to my in-person one. For online, because we have to pay for the shipping, it's free with a minimum of a $50 order. So your order has to be at least $50, and then I will send you the card kit. We'll prep it for you. My card kits for card class are a little bit different. Like we include the ribbon. We do most all of your die cutting. I think we do all the die cutting for you. And then we package each one in an envelope. So that's your free card kit. And so it doesn't include any product. Now, if you're a special that I'm doing right now, is that if your order goes over $75, then I am going to include one of our brand new embellishments that I love. So let's jump in. Your projects today are using like some of my absolute favorite things that are out right now. So one of my favorite things that I have fallen in love with at the moment is, and I've done classes on it, I'm using it for my card club. Like, are you guys sick of this? Because I keep using it. And because I keep finding all these neat ways, and there's still so much more. Like, I want to do this with really pretty colors of pinks and just fun colors too, but right now I've just been using it mostly in shades of blue and tans and browns. But so shout out to any of you. Who of you here got my our stamp camp? So stamp camps shipped last week. So everybody should hopefully have their stamp camps where we made 10 projects using this bundle. And of course, the bundle also includes a hybrid folder. All right, so I want to show you one of my other new little passions right now that I'm in love with is two-tone cardstock. So two-tone cardstock, where is my two-tone cardstock? Let me go grab it off my table. I wanted to show you a sample of it. We carry two-tone cardstock in all of our colors. This is brand new. We've never done this before. We also sell it in some assorted packs too. So this is one of the assorted packs. This is Memories in Bloom, and I don't even own the Memories in Bloom stuff, but I wanted an assorted pack of the two-tone cardstock. And then when I find my favorite colors, then of course Pool Party, I ordered a whole pack of it. Secret Sea, I ordered a whole pack of it. Actually, Petunia Pop, I ordered a whole pack. So I'm ordering the whole packs as I need to. But two-tone cardstock is unique in a couple very different ways. Number one, it's lighter. So we are going to make some cards out of it, but more for layering. So it's great for layering on your cards. Like I wouldn't use this for an actual like card base because it's a little bit lighter, but it's great because it doesn't obviously put the weight. For those of you who are scrapbookers, you've probably been using this for a while, right? Like it's very light for scrapbooking. You get two colors in one that coordinate and match. So this is the Secret Sea. So you get our true Secret Sea, and the other side is kind of like if you stamped it off, right? It's a little bit shade lighter. So here I have the Granny Apple Green, and then the other side is just again a tone or two lighter. So I love all the different combinations. Now another really cool part about two-tone cardstock is that it has a white core to it. So it adds a little extra touch when you tear it. And then also I'm going to show you today a couple of things that you can do with it too. So again, the reason why this is so cool is because you can order full packs. So you could use them for your Christmas cards. You could use them when you need to mass produce things for invitations or projects. But then you can also order some assorted packs too. There's a whole handful of assorted packs as well. You can just, on the Stampin' Up! Website, you can sort two-tone cardstock. It's also it's like the same cost, if not similar. I'm actually not, now I can't remember what that is. Let me see what the cost of it is too, because that plays into it. Like if it was super expensive, I can see where you wouldn't want to mass produce it, but it's cheaper. It's only $10. So it's actually cheaper than our regular cardstock too. So even better because it has like multiple purposes. But again, it's not as heavy. So it took me a little bit to figure that out, like what it's really used for. So it's good for layering. I would not recommend making like an actual card base out of it because it's not that heavy. All right, so I did buy an entire pack of Pool Party. And I cut this. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I ran it through the Sunrise Sailings Hybrid Embossing folder. So, which is so cool. Let me show you a couple other, I have so many projects using this, but like here it is with the Hybrid Embossing folder again. And then I just paper pieced the boat. So that embossing folder is super, super cool. It's nice just to do the background on a card, and that's what we're gonna kind of do. So that kind of like makes the whole card. So this is not, again, this is, if you're just tuning in, this is not regular Pool Party. It's two-toned. So what I'm gonna do next, let me get back to my video here. Okay, so is you're gonna take a sanding block. Who has this sanding block? This is like from 20 years ago from Stampin' Up. And if you don't own this, you can use any light sanding block or sandpaper. And you're just gonna go ahead and sand lightly. You don't wanna like put a hole in it, but you can actually like on the boat, sometimes I'll even like go over that a little bit so I can like highlight certain areas on the boat. But you're just gonna go ahead and sand. And what's gonna happen is that white core is going to show through. Talk about a simple, easy technique that packs a huge punch. We're gonna do a couple cards today with this. So when you order this class, you're gonna wanna make sure you've got a sanding block. Look, and it gets a little messy. Okay, let's see if we can see the difference there. You have, Michelle has hers. I know, I wish, and it came in a 2-pack, and well, back then it was like $3, but so anyway, so you can see how it just adds. And if you want yours more, you can, like the clouds, you can go in. I like kind of like not, I still like seeing some of that Pool Party in there. So there's that. That right there, like you don't even need to do anything else. Like that's it. It's so cool. Okay, you could use either side. So this is that lighter Pool Party, and there's the this is regular Pool Party. All right, and then this is like fun. We haven't had two-tone cardstock. Whoops. Again, I told you it's a little bit lighter. So my stamp and seal. Plus, I'm layering this on an 1/8 bigger piece of basic white. So I think it's 3 7/8. 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then we're gonna put that onto a piece of, yeah, like another favorite, basic beige. I really like basic beige for like our actual like card. Well, what the heck? How could I be back here and not even have a bone folder? Jeez, I cannot use my hand. Oh, that just feels wrong. We had a class this weekend, and we provide, like we put at the tables all the supplies. So all my bone folders, I think we collected all of them and used them for the class. Our cookies and cards, guys, you have to come if you're local, like, or if you have to drive. People drive hours to come. It's so fun. Anyway, I said I'm gonna layer this down here. You guys know what my jam is, right? Like my jam are quick and simple, but really fun, gorgeous cards. This totally is exactly that. This is my jam. When you give this to somebody, they're gonna think it's so cool. All right, so I also did a label there. I used the tags to go. The tags to go I featured in our scrapbooking, our 90-day scrapbooking challenge. So I'm gonna get the ahoy out of there, and I'm stamping in Secret C. I think all of the cards today are using Secret C. You're gonna see why I love this. Like Secret C is by far, I want it to go this way. Like I want the hole over here. So I'm gonna stamp ahoy with Secret C. I was thinking about doing red and then using our red and white twine on that. I thought that would be really cool. But I changed my mind. I don't know why I changed my mind. I think the red would be really cool on this. All right, where's my cleaner? Oh, here it is. I've been doing Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna do a video next week, just to give you a heads up. I may or may not. I don't know if you know this, but I'm having a grandbaby. And Shelly Joe, it's a few too many hours to drive. Yes, Shelly's from Alaska. Oh, dang, and I wish I could ship them to you, but we can't ship the cookies, right? So let's get our dimensionals out. So anyway, next week, our baby is supposed to come on maybe Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're inducing her. So next week, depending on how things are, I may or may not go live. But if I can, I will. I just don't know how things are going to be. All right, so I put my Ahoy there. Of course, I decided to use linen thread. Oh, for Pete's sake, I don't have my scissors. Again, we used everything for our classes and did not put them back here. Oh. But I have about 12 pairs out there. Yeah, I'll have to remember next time when I steal stuff to make sure I put it back. We also did our team meeting too, and I think I used a bunch of the stuff for that too. Our team meeting was awesome. We had about 24 people here. We do it the first Wednesday, and then tonight is, but last week we did do it on the second one. But tonight is my team meeting for a Zoom. So we meet all over the country, and it's so fun. The Sunrise Sailings was our team make and takes too. So they get a class. Everybody on my team gets a class that they can use every single month at our team meeting. It's always a class. And they can order a packet for super cheap at 20 bucks with the shipping, or they can just copy it on their own and use their own supplies too. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on there. I don't want it to be too big of a bow. I want it to be a little bit smaller. I actually was gonna do more of a knot, but I got the bow tied. I am using this bow. You know, tying bows is not my specialty. Aww. Okay, so here we go. You know, actually right down the street from me is one of those crop houses where you can stay, a retreat center. They have a space for 14 people there. It's really cool. It's just literally 3 buildings down. Okay, so then obviously on the inside, you could stamp, you know, you're destined for great things if you want to do like retirement or for graduation. There's, you know, you could do happy retirement. You can put anything you want to on the inside. I'm going to leave it blank because I don't know what I'm going to use this for. If I want it for a birthday, if I want it for a graduation or a congratulations or a retirement. But look at that one. Let me show you. Again, you can have so much fun with this depending on like what. I did another one. Oh, here. This one, I used our black two-tone cardstock. And when we, isn't that one so cool? Look at them. I think they're just awesome. So anyway, there is card number 1. So again, we will send this to you. We're going to send it to you. If you order the kit, we will run this embossing folder for you. So you'll just have to basically assemble and you'll have a really awesome card to go. All right, so there's card number 1. Let's move on to card number 2. Which one? Let's roll with this theme. Okay, so the theme today is I am definitely using, I'm gonna put my stamp back. I want to show you some of the many uses of the two-tone cardstock. So it's something that's like newer, that Stampin' Up, I mean, I know it's been around, you know, forever, but Stampin' Up has just started carrying it. And we started carrying it over a year ago, but just this past catalog, they came out with all of our colors. You can get like full packs of all of our colors. I think that's pretty extraordinary that they're doing that now. And obviously they're doing that for all of our scrapbookers in our lives. And then also, again, we're going to use it for card making too. But I wanted to show you like the first one. Now we're flipping gears. Inspiration Squad. Who owns this stamp set? It is by far like one of the first ones that I bought. I love it. I am a very, like, I love cutesy things, but I also love beautiful things, and I love everything in between. But this one is super fun. I did a class on it just recently as a part of my retreat. So those of you who went to my retreat and bought the retreat, you had the chance to add this on, and it included the stamp set. The dragon, the lion, the lemur, like all of them. I love the words. You make me proud. I believe in you, and hang in there. I actually made a card for this for Carter when he had his surgery. But the dragon, yep, that's my, is so fun, so fun, so fun. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is, this is a piece of the Petunia Pop two-tone cardstock. So you can see one side is darker, one side is lighter, and it's thinner. So again, I'm using this more for layering. It's not the card base. So I'm gonna fold this in half, and you get to decide which colors you want, you know, on the inside or outside. I'm gonna fold this in half, and then I'm gonna just fold it back about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. It doesn't matter. So I just fold that back. So again, when you have the card, now you see all, you know, again, it has a fun little variation to it, and you didn't have to really do anything. All right, I'm going to take my trimmer, and I need to score this. So this piece of, this is a basic white cardstock, and I've cut it to 2 3/4 by your 11. And I'm going to score this at 3.5. And I think it's 3.5 and 7.5. I wrote it down, but again, don't have that with me either. Yeah, 7.25. I'm going to bring my, I was making a template to make sure I knew what I was doing before I started. So 3.5 by 7.25. Okay, so those are that's my score marks for that. All right, and then you're just gonna go ahead and fold this up. So what I'm doing is we're creating like kind of like a fun fold, but let's put our, what paper? This is our Impressions of Bloom paper. It's called Floral Impressions. So I use this during our craft along. So this is the same paper. Again, trying to show you guys, for those of you who bought it, those of you who ordered the class, I wanted to show you all the fun things that we can do with this paper. It truly is one of the most gorgeous papers. So I'm using one of my favorite sheets. I'm gonna need this sheet later too, so I'm gonna leave that. Because now we can start making some fall things when it gets to be fall season. All right. Okay, Michelle helped us that it's not in, okay, so again, this is where these are the online exclusives. So it's not in the catalog, right? You have to, and I'll feature them. I did feature this, didn't I? I try to every week. If you're on my email list, I do an email every Tuesday, and it's just called an online exclusive spotlight. And all I'm doing is spotlighting some product that you might not see in a catalog. I try to show it to you on videos, but I also will do that. So make sure you are on my email list. It's not like trying to sell you anything. Of course, you can buy it if you want to, but I just want to bring awareness to a lot of this product that we have that you don't know about, because it's just online. So this one, again, it's called Inspiration Squad. And yeah, I think it's what, $20, $24. I think it's $24. I'm going to be using this adorable little dragon, which could be, you know, masculine. You can make it feminine. I love this dragon. I don't know about any of you who are avid book readers, but since I started driving so much, I've become an avid book reader. And oh boy, where did that paper go? I bet you I tucked it in here. I did. I put it back in. No, it's not the right size. Well, oh, look, it's stuck to the back here. I knew I had it out. Jeez. I've become a very avid book reader because I have to, audiobooks mostly, because I drive about 6 to 12 hours a week going back and forth between our Byron Center and Langsburg. And so I started reading a lot. So I read about, I don't know, 10 books a month usually, unless there's some that are really long. They take me a little bit longer. So anyway, one of my favorite book series that I've read was The Fourth Wing. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it has dragons in it. And this reminds me of the dragon in Darna. So has anybody read that? If you have, I'm just curious what, The Fourth Wing was one of I really enjoyed that one a lot. Okay, so this is gonna go on here. The base of this card is Secret Sea. So again, I'm using the Petunia Pop more so as just layering. And this card's gonna go like this. This piece here, we are going to glue down. It's going to be like a little, so I kind of figure out where I want it to go, and then I just put a little bit of glue here on this pole, like that. So look how that is. Cool, right? Now I didn't glue this down because it kind of needs to be glued down specifically so that it stays in place. So what I do is do this, and then you can glue it down. So put glue there, and then just fold it. Then you'll know where it goes. And look how fun this card is. Yay! I've never made this before. Someone sent me a swap card, but unfortunately I lost it. I don't know where it was. So I'm like, I remember it. And I really love the fact that it has that two-toned. I do want this to glue down. I don't want it to flap up. So I'll put a little bit of glue there. Okay, so there's a skeleton of our card, and then this just kind of pulls. Well, what if I do that? Anyway, it pulls. I guess you don't want to glue that down because then it doesn't pull as easy. There you go. That's what I want. So, oh goodness, and I put glue on there. This is what we're gonna do. Hold on. What paper? I use this paper. Oh, I know what we'll do. This will be cool. This is how we fix things. I did not want to glue that down. So I'm just gonna take a piece of this paper, cut off about an inch of it. This will go really pretty. Let's do by 4. Okay. Okay. And then we are going to glue, I want just the purple side. Oh, Rhonda. Let's do that again. Put just the purple side peeking out a little bit. So now I can put this in here, and then it's going to cover all that glue that I just put on there. But I also will like it just to kind of stick out. Just give us a little bit of a peek. Yeah, see, I meant to do that. It's funny when you make mistakes. Yeah, see how much better that looks? It's funny how when you make mistakes and when you fix it, sometimes what you did to fix it looks even better. Yeah, there we go. Very cool, Layla. I know. I do too. So I don't glue that down. And now I just put that little piece back there, and it covered all the glue that I put on there. There. Back to our regular scheduled. You know, I think I would like this with some paper on it too. That would be fun. Let's see, what's this measurement? It is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So let's take that same paper, kind of pull it all in together. Let's do that. So 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. Hopefully I'll have enough of this when I cut the card clips. Okay, let's put this on the inside. All right, you guys are seeing some of the design process that we go through. There we go. Okay, now look at that. I like that even better. Okay, let's get, and I should have really stamped this before I glued this all together. Oh, Lord. You think after 25 years, I'd learn from my mistakes, because this is going to be stressful stamping this on here. If I mess it up, I will stamp her and I'll cut it out. But see, now I've got all these like not flat surfaces to stamp on. Oh, maybe I'll do it over here where it's a little bit flatter. I was going to do it over there. Let's do it over here. Okay. Oh, thank the Lord. Whew, that was stressful. Okay, so we put her there, and now we're just going to color in with our blends. This card is really actually super easy. I'm just adding things to it as I'm going. So yeah, look at her. I love her. So I need my, I'm gonna say her, it could be a hen. So I need my Petunia Pop. I'm gonna add some Secret C. And then I want my Pool Party. And I will probably, maybe just those 3 colors is really all I'm gonna probably use. And maybe some fresh freesia, the light fresh freesia. Okay, so, and I absolutely have some Week of Stella. So if you, and Darna always has a little bit of she will sparkle sometimes. So she kind of, if you've read the book, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's just go ahead and color it in. I want you guys to have fun when you're coloring this, and I'm going to go through it kind of quickly just because I don't want to keep you on here for a long time when just watching me color. Although, sometimes I will watch coloring and it's so calming. So sometimes it's pretty calming. Whoops. Forgot that does that. All right, and now I have, this is the dark pool party. So I'm going to add that here on the wings too. This is not the color of Indarna, but I think at this point I'm going to color based on what's going to match my, here too, what's going to match my card. So you can have fun. But dragons are, again, you could make this for a boy, a little boy, or a big boy and do it like, different colors. But this one I'm making is for a little girl. Okay, so this is Petunia Pop. So I'm just gonna add in some of the darker, a little bit of darker colors. Okay, and then there. And then I'm gonna take that fresh freesia. Yeah, this is the light fresh freesia, and I'm gonna blend in the rest of it. This, when you use that two-tone cardstock, it brings in all, do you guys think it's all the different shades? Do you guys think it's relaxing to watch coloring? It's kind of those weird things that like, well, it actually is kind of relaxing to watch it all come together. And it's almost like, what's it gonna look like when it's all done? So I always put that darker and then I just blend it. So these are our blends. Of course, they're made, here it just looks like I scribbled. But once you actually take the lighter and go over it, it starts to really blend it. And then, magically, it looks like it was meant to do that way. I need my finer point here. My finer point here. And again, I'm going to really work on blending that line in. I love this so much. She's so cute. She is so cute. Or it could be a little boy too. But look how pretty that is. How it blends. All right. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to put a touch of green because there's some green over here. So I didn't put the other stripe in. I think I'm going to put some light old olive. Oh, goodness gracious. I got the wrong one. I'm going to put a little bit of blue there in that eye. Okay, light old olive will do in those other stripy parts. Perfect. That's what it needed. And again, color combination choices, I just did what Stampin' Up! Told me to. Like, look, this is exactly what colors that they used, and they're beautiful. So I sometimes just go by what they tell me, because I'm not an artist. I can pretend to be. People think I am, but I'm not. Okay, yep, that green was exactly what we wanted. All right, what do you guys think of our dinosaur? Not dinosaur, jeez, Rhonda. It's a dragon. Dragons are much cooler than dinosaurs. Like, I'm just gonna make sure I shaded that in pretty good. Yeah. Love it. Go to that tail a little bit more. Okay. So there is that. I guess I could sit here. Whoa, I could sit here all day and color. Oh, jeez. Let me grab that. I threw it across the floor. I could probably get it later, but I always love to show this. I know you can't see it, but this is how I store my blends. I love this. I've been doing this for, I don't know, maybe 8 years. And I still, to this day, this is how I love to do my, oh, that's a Petunia Pop. And I I'm messing this up here. Okay, and Fresh Freesia's over here. So I have like all my soft subtles here, and then I'll have like my neutrals. Over here I have my regals, and then over here I have my in colors. Let's put those back. So it holds all of our blends, and then there you go. And if you are on my email list, or if you want to email me, don't just message me here because I can't send you a file here. But if you email me, we have the files to do these blends. And we just punch them out with a 1/2 inch punch. So then we put them on with a mini glue dot. But you'd have to get it via email. Okay, let's finish our card. Last but not least, we're going to take our You Make Me So Proud, or I'm going to do I Believe in You. I'm going to take that, and you can guess already, we're going to stamp that with Secret C on a piece of white. Let's see, where's a piece of my scrap white? Here we go. Okay, some scrap white. I Believe in You. Let's trim that off. Oh, got ink there. You guys know, I tell you all the time, I'm a hurricane. That is, trust me, my husband knows it too. That is just who I am. Okay. I Believe in You. It's gonna go up here. Well, let's get some of our skinny. Put that on here. I was going to put her on the other side, but I'm just changing it up a tiny bit from what I had kind of anticipated. So I'll do I Believe in You. There. And then I told you I wanted to use that paper one more time. And I'm using a punch. We're using the Bee Builder punch. And I'm going to both of the hearts out of there with this piece. It's fall on one side, but guess what? On the other side, it's Pool Party polka dots, right? Look at that. So I love, again, like the other side of it is like almost fallish. So I love this paper. And it's also an online exclusive. I got the case from Amazon, so I can share a link with you. I believe it's on my Amazon, like I have an Amazon list where I put all my things I love on Amazon. I believe it's already on there, but I'll try to get the link. Cause the one that I got, it's changed a little bit. This has got to get, my cleaner is drying out. I got to wet it. Okay. That's the one thing I don't love about Secret C is when I get it on my hands, it is messy. Okay. Then the You Make Me Proud. I Believe in You. And the You Make Me Proud will go on the inside. Okay. Love this card so, so, so much. What do you guys think about it? I'm almost done. I just need a couple more. I need a dimensional here. I was gonna put it, I think will put it up here. Yep. There you go. So it says, I Believe in You. A very fun fold. And then this little one will go on the inside. I can think of a lot of people I could make this for and send it to. And the last thing I forgot to do was my Wink of Stella. So on our dragon, we are going to make our dragon's wings sparkle, and then also the belly and the neck. Well, I didn't do the belly because it's covered up. There you go. So now we have a little bit of sparkle there too. Okay. Let me know what you think about that one. That might be like one of my favorite cards I've made in a while. Now, guess what? We're going to switch gears again. The theme for this one that I've thought of is that I'm using all different kinds of styles, like every different style. So our first one was nautical and simple, and this one was fun, a dragon, so cool. And then let's see, what is our third one? We're gonna go to, I told you for Creating for Christ, we're using the Gallery Blooms. If you, my card club also, I use this, but I only give you a half a pack. So really, like, I feel like we always need more. When you order this class, just so you know, I'm using this piece here for my card, but you may get this piece. I'll make sure that it matches, but like you might get this piece. You definitely may get this piece. Anything that has a mossy meadow, and there's a lot of them. So you might not get like the exact, look at that one. That's so cool. The outside. I have a lot of these, but you might not get the exact. But look how many will go so pretty with this card. I love that one. I've ordered so many. Oh, this one's pretty too. So anyway, you'll get one of these patterns that will match the mossy meadow. But we're also using this for our Creating for Christ, and you'll get a whole pack for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to show you, this card's very simple, and most of it is I already did most of the work ahead of time. And it's not work, it was really easy. I also am showing you lots of new products today too. So this is a brand new bundle. Get out your pocketbooks because it's expensive. We are using a new bundle. I think it's called the Party Banners bundle. But the bundle itself, the whole bundle, geez, how much is this? Like $120, $125. Geez, I need to I should have known that. Let me see. Let's see how much it says that it is. The bundle. It's $125. When you buy it separately, it's $139, so it's definitely a savings. You get to get the party alphabet, and it's these big, bold letters. I'm sure I've seen some incredible projects with this. I've got one coming up for my summer retreat. It's really cool. Okay, but then you can also get the party banners. Now here, there are still 2 bigger sizes, but they don't fit here, so we keep them separately. So there's still 2 bigger sizes. So the size that I'm using is I want to actually make a card. So I took a piece of mossy meadow, and I cut it to 4 1/4 by 11 and folded it in half. And I think I took this third. So, nope, one more down. So if you're counting, there's still 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th. So that's how big, just to give you an idea. A card front, there are still 5 sizes bigger than this, right? Isn't that cool? And then I took 2, then I skipped a size and went another size smaller, and I ran through some of the designer series paper. So see what I'm saying? Any of them would work. And then I also ran it through, and then I went to the middle size. So we're using numbers, 6, 7, and 8. I'm using the 6 for, then this piece right here is our vanilla. Okay. So I'm using the 3 party banner sizes. Now the trick to getting our card, so this is the card, and it opens up like this. It fits perfectly in an envelope. Look at that, right? It's the perfect size for an envelope. So what you do is you fold it in half, and then you line this up so it is just a hair under the top, so it doesn't cut, so the fold stays. So you want to keep it, if you can tell, you want to keep it just under there. And then you run it through. And then you're left with this. All right. So party banners, these are quite obsessive. Obviously, you can create banners with them. Banners of every huge sizes, little banners for scrapbook pages, and everything in between. There, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 different sizes of banners. I know that it is definitely a little, I told you, it is worth every penny though. The amount of the projects you can get with this, you'll have it forever. These will be ones that I won't get rid of because I'll use them for my own decorating and my own projects even after they're long gone, but they just came out. All right, so let's just go ahead and assemble our card. This is a sweet and simple card. It's meant to be. I just wanted to show you how awesome and simple and easy it is. I'm also using vanilla. So usually I typically use white, but vanilla, and look at that. Everything lines up perfectly. The ribbon I'm using with this one is our brand new, and if you're a card club member, you guys got a whole roll of this, but you might want more. It is a new linen beige. It's really very soft, light, very easy to use. So I'm gonna wrap that around. I'm not quite sure where yet, so I'm just gonna tie it and I can move it. For our Creating for Christ class, I'm featuring the Gallery Blooms bundle. The stamp set's available. The dies are not right now. But again, if you buy the class, we'll do the die cutting for you. Normally we don't, so because they're so intricate. But in this case we are, because they went unorderable on us without us even knowing it. We didn't get a heads up that time. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that. Trim it off a little bit. I think I am going to leave it there. I like it up there at the top. Those scissors got glue on them. I'm going to, so a part of, I'm also using our Faith collection. I've used this a ton in Creating for Christ, so I thought a lot of my people probably own it already, and if you don't own it, then it's definitely worth buying and getting. You're going to take your Mossy Meadow stamp pad. Actually, I'm going to use I don't know how come I left so many things out on my table today. I think I'm going to take either Mossy Meadow, or I might actually, I think the Pecan Pie, and stamp those words. Let your faith be bigger than your fears. You could use any greeting at all, but this is is definitely one of my favorites. What I have not done is done any of my sprinkling of any of my dots. I gotta do that. I'm gonna add them to the cards. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, so I'm just gonna take that, pop this up. The star of the show. So I'm not gonna add a bunch of other things to this because I don't think it needs it. This was my intentions. Let's see if I like it better like this. The star of the show is the paper. Like if you don't want to add a bunch to it, because it's going to then be too busy. And then obviously the size of the card, that's a uniqueness too. So everything else can be kept much simpler because the rest of it in itself is already, you don't want to take away from any of that. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to go back with my original thought when I designed this. And those are not in the right place. If I ever have to move dimensionals, by the way, you just roll it with your finger. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but I have to do it all the time. Always move in stuff. Okay, those have to go at the top, very at the tippy top, because they're hovering over ribbon. And then I'll put them down here too. Otherwise, if you put it in the middle, all it does is stick to the ribbon. It won't stick to the paper. Okay. Hello. Thank you, guys. Okay, so this just will go right here. What a fun, beautiful card. Obviously, it's beautiful because of the fold, the paper, but these party dies, you're going to have lots and lots and lots of reasons to use them. And card making is one of those too. It's not just for scrapbooking or making home decor, but you'll be able to make some cards with it as well. And again, this fits perfectly inside one of our envelopes too. So look at that, how fun. All right, this one, I could sprinkle on a couple dots here. I'm using the muted, let's see. I've got 2 dots I'm using. Now the dots are not included. Again, if you, that's not what I was gonna use. If you spend over $75 though, I am gonna include them. So, but you got to spend over 75. So I'm just putting in some of the blue to match that top up there. Our cloud cover. So there's that one. For this one, I wanted to put our secret C. I knew I had that spot there for a reason. There you go. Now it's really dragon worthy, right? Love that. And then this one, I actually had in my mind, wanted to, I think it's beautiful. I did this is very simple. And then I wanted to add the fun of the colors, like all the beachy colors. This is the muted palette dot. So this is what I'm going to send you these for free if your order is over $75. And of course you could use those on any of these cards too. Okay, see, I need the dots. All right, we're ready for our very last one. I know, today when I was designing, I have like, again, all these different. So we have cute, pretty, cute, pretty. So now we're on to a cute one. So this is more of a cutesy style card. Well, it doesn't have to be, but it's just a fun style. We're using, I also really wanted to showcase to you that two-tone cardstock. So this one, look at this, this is one of my favorite color combinations, strawberry slush and granny apple green. But this is also granny apple green two-tone, so it's the two-tone side. I am going to take out my mini. Who on here has a mini Stamp and Cut Emboss machine? I think a lot of people do. It's great, again, for me just to keep here on my table. So, but the only thing it doesn't do are our big folders and some like those party banner dies. So you kind of have to have both. But I like it when I've got little things that I can do. So for this card, I'm using their brand new, the Glass and Gardens embossing folders. And I'm using the flowered one. This one, I actually, last week I think, used this one that almost looks like glass. But this is the flower one. And I'm going to do it with our two-toned cardstock. This is our granny apple green. You can also, can you see, you can like center this too, so it's kind of in the middle, kind of. And then we'll put that through. I'm not sure of the layering on this. We're gonna have to see. Yeah, it didn't really work. Let's see. Nope, not enough pressure. Oh, I have the gray thing. Oh shoot. Let's see, where is the gray? I might have to go. You need the gray one. And I've got it over here, but I'm not sure where it is. So give me a second. I'm going to go run this through out here where I know my gray one is. It's over there somewhere. If you could see my station right now, you'd understand why. Okay, so let's just pretend I had there's like when it comes, when you buy it, it comes with it's like a thicker one. The gray one is thicker. Let's see here. Let me put this back. And I gotta look for that two-toned. All right, so then when you open it up, obviously we have our flowers. It's pretty, just the way that it is, right? But wouldn't it be even better if we then take our sanding block and just sand it? Now those flowers, look at them pop off. They just come to life. I think it's really pretty with this. Now you could also like get some other flowers and just add to it. I myself, I want to add some of these. These are our in color flat pearls. So I'm just going to take some of those and add. In the different fun colors. So there's some of the Timid Tiger. I'm not doing it on all of them, obviously, just the ones that kind of like need a middle. I think I'll put my card together before I will. Sometimes you got to be careful and make sure you get the sticky part. I did not. Okay, I definitely want, and this is like the darling duckling. I'll put one up there. All right, so we'll take that. Another sweet and simple card. All right, and then glue this down. This is by 3. This is by 2.5, and this is by 3. Then I'm gonna just tear off a little bit of this edge. This is a fun card to play in all the different colors. This is where I'd love to have, like, this is where it's good to have that assorted pack, so then you can have all the different colors. But strawberry slush and granny apple green, yes. That is a fun, fun color combination. Okay. Next, I ran through one of our party dies. I love, it's much tailored there. I know we can make our own banners, but this is different. It's almost a little fluffy, boofy, I don't know. It's a little rounded. It just looks so good. All right, the stamp set that I'm using is Pattern of Friendship. I used this a ton when it very first came out, but I'm using the Thinking of You Brings a Smile to My Face. I love this stamp set, and I'm stamping it in the Secret C. I told you, Secret C, I think, is good for just regular stamping instead of using black. Normally I'd use black on this, but the Secret C, I think, is bold like black, but it has, oh shoot. You think I would have been able to line that up right. It's photopolymer. There you go. That's better. So I did that. See, it's just like, it's bold like black, but then it just has a little bit, again, a little bit of that, like, just deep blue to it. All of the new in colors have these, every one of them has matching ribbon. So, of course, when you're buying the strawberry slush, you're going to want to buy the ink pads, the refill, the cardstock, and then the dots, right? And then also you want to buy the ribbon. The ribbon is, it's nice. It's a nice ribbon. I'm actually not going to do a bow on this because it's kind of small. I'll just do a knot. I cut this long enough to do a bow, but I'm thinking a knot. Oh, geez, a knot. I'm telling you, doing this stuff on a video is not for the faint of heart. I know sometimes people make it look easy. It's not. All right, then I'm just going to tie a knot there. If you see what I do, I just slow down a little bit at the end and then just make sure that my knot is laying flat. Because it was not laying flat at first. And then I just slow down, kind of flatten it out, and then it does flatten out. Okay, so just put a little knot up there. Yay, so pretty. Put some dots. Okay, guys, this is our June, look, we'll just cover up that mistake. This is our June card class. We got to play with lots of fun new things. We will do an in-person on this next Saturday, the very last Saturday in June. If you're local, you can come and make them here, or we will send it to you. The deadline, oh, I think it's June 29th. June 28th? Yeah, June 28th. And then, but right now you have, that was a wasted dot because I'm going to cover that up. But you can also order, place your online order, and I will send you this for free. So I just had, let's sprinkle a couple of those. Let's sprinkle another one up here. There you go. And let's do another one that kind of matches that blue. I'm gonna do a little one. All right, they always say to do it in an odd number, so there's 5. Right, there is our 4th card. What do you guys think? They're all so different, so you gotta have a favorite. Which one was your favorite? I think my favorite, oh boy, this is gonna be hard because they're all so different. So here's our cards. Again, if you place your online order, the online order obviously has to be in my online store. And in this description is the link that you can go directly to my online store. You can order whatever you want. As long as it's $50, I'll send you the card kit. We're shipping them out on the 28th. So you have until this Sunday to order, and then obviously we order everything in, cut it, prep it, and ship it out the following week. So you have 1 week, you have until Sunday to place your online order, Sunday at midnight. And then you will give you the supplies. We'll cut each supply. This card, again, your paper might be slightly different, but it'll be from that paper stack. This one, I'll make sure you get that paper so it'll all match. But you'll get all of the two-toned paper. So you just have to supply the inks. So you can buy the stamp sets and buy the things that I used, and then you can make them exactly like this. I know. Okay, Esther said the dragon is my favorite. Okay, if I had to vote on my favorite, it's definitely the dragon. Just because I love this dragon. And so different, right? So different than anything we've ever had. It's a really neat, fun fold that we did too, but they are all so different, so unique. And again, if you're local, we'd love to have you come here in the studio and make them. And then when you come to the studio, we'll have the stamps and the ink and everything there for you, so you can make them exactly like this too. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. If you're watching on YouTube, or if you're not, it's a replay, make sure you subscribe, because we do videos every week. We do a lunch break. Next week, I'm not positive. Again, our baby, my first grandbaby, is being born this weekend. So it'll kind of depend on if I'm needed to be with them, or if they, would like a break from me, or I don't know. I just want to be available if they need me. So, and they live about an hour and 20 minutes away. All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you.